Here's an update on our GPX 250. We've installed this engine, we've taken it for a run. It didn't go too good, and I suspect that it's lost a lot of compression. It won't rev, it will just sit there at idle speed and the throttles are fully open. So what our plan is to resurrect the old engine, which had a water leak coming from the front of the cylinder head and barrel, the crank and barrel here. So when I stripped it down, I found that the bolts holding on the barrel and the head five of the bolts were done up tight. This one here was done up sort of a little bit more than finger tight, and that one there was quite loose too. Wasn't done up to spec. So when I took off the head, I see that this part of the head here, the bolt in question, you can see there it's got staining. Now I have cleaned that off a little bit, so it was worse than that, and it seems that that bolt there wasn't seated correctly and it didn't form a seal, so I don't know if they've had this apart or not. Anyway, I put it all back together, had all the barrels on, and everything looked all right inside. It looked quite clean. So when I tightened down the bolts, this one here wouldn't tighten down. It seemed that it touched bottom, and I don't know why, but putting a probe in there, like that, however it was, and it comes out with a pile of stuff on it. And it feels gritty. So I'm thinking that they probably tried to clean out the thread, or else there's some shit got in it. So our plan is to clean out these screw holes, bolt holes, have a look what's down there, and I hope they don't go through to the crankcase at all, as if it does, we'll have to split the case to clean it out inside. So that's our plan today. Fix up that, try to get the bolt to locate fully down, tighten it up to spec, and then put it back on the bike and try it, give it a whirl. So we'll see. All right. And on further inspection, I think that one has been helicoiled. So they've obviously done something to it, because these two here are different. So what I'm presuming is that they helicoiled it out and left all the debris inside on the taps. So I've cleaned it out and see how that goes. Well, I think we're back to square one. I think we're fucked. Found the problem with this bolt, and now this one here, up the back here, has got no thread in it. So that one's stripped. That one there's stripped. That's just dropping straight in, not even tightening up. So what it means is we've got to do a helicoil on that one. So everything comes off again. Yep. So it's going to be a bloody long day. But once it's done, all that time was spent putting those rings on the bloody barrel. My bloody shaky hands. No fucking help from Jacko. Yeah, okay. So, what do we got to do? Have a look at that. that thread just goes straight in. There's nothing there to hold it. Right. And I dare say that some of these have had a helicoil in it before. So I'll put in a helicoil in there. These ones are all right. So, no good fucking screaming about it. This is our M8 helicoil pack. They call it a power coil. And what you got is a drill, which is slightly over 8mm. Tap in that. That's the tap. I don't know what size that is. And you've got all these helicoils. So we'll work out what to do slowly. Need to drill out that. Drill out the old shit. What I like to do is put grease on the drill bit. What that does is it keeps all the shavings on the drill bit. Bolts operate how they're supposed to. And I see this one's been helicoiled as well. maybe not. So at some stage this has had a hard life, but I think what they did was redid all the crank and that, because the pistons look pretty good. So I'm hoping that this little fix that I've done that I've done is going to keep the thing going for a long time. So what our plan is now, just put it all back together again. For about the third time. And see the top of that's a little bit proud there, so depending on how much gap I've got of the barrel, I might just file that down a bit. Now I've got the barrel on, I've just lube these up a little bit. Just so let's go around easier. Now, what have we got? What have we got? The bloody oil going everywhere. That's bloody smart, Al. Now, put a hook in there. A hook on the chain. Now, all of that gasket's clean. About that. What I've done is I've got the number 2 piston, which is the right hand side of the engine or the bike, at top dead center, and you can see there's a mark in here. I've marked it with a blue texture pen, and there's a number on there that says 2T. That means number 2 has gone to the top dead center. Now, if we rotate that 180 degrees, you'll see another mark there that says 1T. So you've got to have that on 2T with the number 2 piston at top dead center to set up all the timing for the cams. So let's just put on the cylinder head. cam guide. Right. Got the gaskets in, and these should fit into a dowel. Cylinder head bolts are up to 25 Newton meters, which we've got the dial on. I think that's right. Newton meters, that's pound. Newton meters, how many pounds? $87. Can't tell. Newton meters, it's on this side, and that's on 25. Just check that again. That's on 25. Probably can't see that, doesn't matter. Trust me. Just doing them up evenly for now. Nowhere near 25 pounds. Just putting them all down. Just so they're all even. Right, let's get going. Well, we're fucked. This one's fucked now. That one is a bit fucked. Even me torch is broken. That thread there was stripped out, so I've re-tapped it and just about to put in the helicoil. And again, putting some a little bit of Loctite. Fair way. Let's just try that. Tap. Blow it out, maybe. Hopefully it's come out. And put back the locating sleeve, back that one. Now we all start again with our rings, and something that I didn't show before was the way I put them on, pretty slack, just with a cable tie. Just holds it in, kind of.